Welcome to How to Dance with a Partner. Like and subscribe. In this video, you are going to see the power of the ABCDs, the method in my book from How to Dance with a Partner. Let's look. So this is a continuation of a video that we played earlier, and they're just going through the basic moves that we learn in our beginning hustle class. So that was just change places, and now a wrap turn, followed by a send out, another change places, another wrap turn. So we learned figures, and figures have an important role as a teaching tool, helping us to giving us something to practice, a way for us to examine technique. But we're going to see in just a little bit here that we don't use figures when we dance. We just dance. We're actually using a language, not figures. And let's go a little further. So this part is for a demo of all the different figures that we learn as to lay a foundation for our hustle. So more change places. Wrap turn with an underarm send out. Okay, now we're done. So these two dancers are done with dancing figures, and now he's just going to go crazy. That was kind of a crossbody lead, but it was a traveling crossbody lead. It's not a figure that they practiced or learned. They're just dancing. So I'm going to go back just a little bit so you can see. So this is not how we do a crossbody lead. See, he rocked back. We do a crossbody really with a side break, which we learned in another video. 1, and then he stepped in front of her 2 and ended up here 3. So he just changed sides. But this is not what he's doing here. He's just dancing. So he rocked back. He's taking her forward down the hall. They didn't practice this figure. They're just dancing. And all she's doing is maintaining the connection, trying to maintain her balance. This is the rules they're following. So that's called the law of balance and the law of connection. When the connection moves horizontally, she maintains her frame. So that's how she knows where to go. Okay, that's kind of crossed over, so it looks like a crossbody lead. That was a crossbody lead. Send out. Okay, now, well, we learned that. That's called a he goes. You see, she's starting to smile because she's like, what's going on here? I don't know what this is. And she doesn't know. These are not moves that she's practiced with her partner. So we class, we learn a figure, and the figure consists of what he's doing and what she's doing. But we don't care about what he's doing. We only care about what he's communicating to her. And he's just communicating to her one of 4 basic things. Turn in place, go straight and turn, or walk around in a circle. And in this hustle, we're not using walk around in the circle. So he's only got 3 leads for all these figures that we're going to see here. And he's just making it up. He's not dancing figures. And this is me. And someone came up to me at a dance and said to me that one of the other dance teachers said, Andy knows a lot of hustle moves. And I laughed because I don't know a lot of hustle moves. I'm not doing hustle moves. I'm just dancing. Or we're just dancing. And I'm just running around. So let's see. So that little sequence there, I don't know what that was. I don't know what those are called. I guess we could break it down and find names for all those things. But let's go back and look at it again. all that's happening, all I'm doing here is I'm picking up one arm or the other arm or both arms. And then if I have room, I duck under. And if I have time, then I turn her. And that's it. And I just keep running around like a crazy person. So you can see her face. So how does she know where to go? Well, she's following the rules from the ABCDs. Law of balance, we're not doing, everyone maintains their own balance, so we're not using any force here. Law of connection, the follower maintains the connection. So the connection's now on her hip. She's just got to keep her body on her hip. I'm not pushing her here. She's already turned, so her rule is to keep turning. So once we got her hip rotated, we don't have to keep turning her. That's her rule. We're going to catch her and redirect her in that direction. So we stop her, turn this way, and send her back that way straight. And the third rule is the law of direction, which is we have two directions. We have three: straight, turn, and walk around in circle, but we're not using circle. So her rule is to keep going. So let's look. So she's spinning. Her rule is to keep spinning until he stops her spin, which I think he's doing here. And then he's going to send her straight that way. Oh, no, not yet. Yeah. So then he stopped her spin, sent her back. You see, she's laughing because she doesn't know what's going on, but she knows where to go. Go straight, turn around. That's all she's doing. So things look complicated, but they're much simpler. If you try to teach this as a bunch of figures, you'd have to learn, I don't know, maybe a dozen different figures, maybe 24 different figures. It's really hard. But if all you have to do is teach the lady to go straight and turn, she already knows how to do that. Just stay on your line and go straight and turn around. And then everything becomes real easy. See? Straight, just go straight, turn around. And who cares what he does, right? Here I spun around, I don't know. If you're not ready to spin around, you can be standing in the same place facing the viewer right now. And here the connection's just a shoulder check to send her forward. Or maybe he did it with the other hand, I don't know. So let's watch a little more of this. Okay, so that was her right 2.5 turn. This she has to know. She has to practice that. So she does the right footwork. Right, a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3. But she doesn't have to know what funky thing he did. It's just part of her go straight and turn right. Right, so we don't need a name for him going under the arm and spinning around, because it doesn't matter. All that matters is that he's leading her forward. So that was the first. Every figure we saw up to now for her was go straight and turn. That was all the leads. Go straight, turn. So if she turned twice, it's just following the law of direction, which is keep turning. He doesn't do any different lead for her to do a half a turn than he does for her to do a 2.5 turn. It's the same lead. Once he gets her turning, his rule is to wait for her to finish. If she only wanted to spin once and then back out, that would be okay. Or if she wanted to keep spinning 4, 5, 6 times, he just waits for her. That's his rule. But the lead is just go straight, turn. In that case, turn right. Now, here, once she went straight and turned, when she's going back, that's a lead. So he led her straight, and he's going to ask her to turn left. Remember, the arms are incidental. Once she's in motion, Okay, he's done leading. There's no more leading here. The rule is, part of the law of connection is the frame, and once she's in motion, her arms become spaghetti arms, which allows him to move her arms up or down. And that doesn't affect where she's going. It's not a clue for anything. So, as long as she can keep turning and going in this direction, she does so. And that allows him to do this stuff with her arms. Because that's the rule. Now there, he stopped her turn and he stopped her going straight. That's done. Now that's the end. He doesn't stop her. She stops herself. But he just touches her here to let her know that's as far as he wants her to go. And when she's going back the other way, once he stopped her, he gives her another, so that's the lead. Go straight, turn left. Turn as many times as you want. He's going to wait for you to finish. He catches her. Now, this is a new lead. He's already sent her back this direction, and he's rotating her. So that new lead is go straight and turn left again. Okay, no more lead here. Her rules are just keep going that way. And the same thing. He stops her in that direction. He stops her turn. Stops her in that direction. And he's going to present a connection here. He sends her back that way. And he's rotated her. So she's going to turn. Go straight, turn left. So all three of those that we just saw, go straight, turn left, go straight, turn left, go straight, turn left. Those were the leads. That's all that's being communicated in terms of where she's going. And that was go straight, turn right. And he just danced around. We don't care what he does, right? Doesn't matter. We only care what he's signaling to her. Go straight, turn right. Go straight, turn right. Go straight, turn right. These are all just go straight, turn right. Go straight, turn right again. Now, again, her arms were spaghetti arms here. It's not a move. He can take her arm over his head. It doesn't mean anything. Go straight, turn right again. Okay. We're going to come back to this. So let's look one more time. Just watch. All that, what always communicating to her is go straight, turn left, go straight, turn right. All this whole long series. Those are those only moves. So if you know the language from my book, you don't have to know a billion different figures. You only have to know, if you're the lady, you only have to know how to turn left and right, half turns, turn left 1.5, turn right 2.5. That's all you're doing. And for the leader, you can make up anything you want. Turn around, don't turn around, go straight, go under the arm, lift her arm up, keep her arm down. It doesn't matter. You just got to, when you want her to go somewhere, you have to go horizontally. You got to move the connection horizontal to the floor. So all that was just two simple leads. Go left, go straight, turn left, go straight, turn right. That's it. Okay. Now he's going to pick up in close position. Again, I've talked about this before. Her hand's behind here. It'd be better if her hand was on front of his shoulder. Now they're just in close position. So close position is his hands on her right hand on her shoulder blade or around her body in an embrace. Her left hand is on the front of his shoulder, hopefully. And the same rules will apply. She just maintains the connection. And she's following the body. What happens in this position, even though all the rules are the same, for the most part, it's pretty much one step at a time. So when you're in an open position, you can ask the lady to do something and she can walk a few steps before you have to give her something else to do. But in closed position, because of this connection, you're leading almost every step. So that was go straight over there, you move the connection that way, and turn, right? So he sent her back, he brings her forward. This is all happening because of the connection. All her rule, she just has to maintain the connection. Her rule is, the rule of frame is when the connection moves horizontal to the floor, she maintains her frame. So she has to, it's like two puzzle pieces fitting together. So she has to kind of stick in this spot to follow those rules. And again, he's opened his arm here a little bit so they can do a grapevine. This is called a contra grapevine because they're moving opposite each other, right? Their hips are going away from each other and then towards each other. These hips are towards each other, these are away. If another way to do this is in parallel, where she would be facing that way or he would be facing that way, so their hips are facing each other. And you can see she's smiling because this isn't something that they practice. This isn't a figure that they learned. He's just dancing, right? They're just dancing. And he's giving her those syncopated steps, which is the hustle timing, but you could actually just walk. So he's actually doing her weight changes for her here. Let's watch again. See how he got her to do a one there? She's not doing it because she's keeping the hustle. He's doing it because he's keeping the hustle rhythm, but she's doing it because she's maintaining the connection. And what he does is the timing in which he moves the connection in her frame causes her to have to do a quick here. Otherwise, she would be off balance. So we're relying on balance for our communication. If she doesn't move move herself, in other words, her frame, with his, what will happen is she will start to tip over, kind of. She would have to lean, or she'd have to elongate her arms, which she knows would be breaking her rule of frame. So if she keeps her frame, she's going to have to do the quick. And he has to time it right. So as she does her weight change, he can move the connection so she can move to the other foot. There. So he's not stopping her with his hands. She's stopping because, see, he stopped with her body before it gets over this foot. So she has to fall back to the other foot. See that? She's already going to go back to this foot because her body didn't get over this foot. And that's because of the timing in which he changed directions. And see, they're together. Now, you can look at the feet and say, oh, they're not on the right feet at the right time. Well, they are. He has to do that, right? He has to change his weight because she's not looking at his feet. She's dancing with his body. So he has to do what he needs to do down here to get that to work up there. And you can see it's really quick. You're going to see this here. He's going to spin around her. And this is, again, showing you about the hand on the back of the shoulder here. If it was on the front of he's going to struggle to get all the way around her. That's because her hand wasn't on the front of his shoulder. See, he didn't quite make it all the way around because she was in his way, because she didn't get out of his way because the hand was back. Look at it again. He had to like do an extra little thing to get her out there. If the hand was on the front of the shoulder, she would have been out there just a little sooner. Let's watch without me stopping it. There we had another lead. So all this time in open position, it was go straight and turn, go straight and turn. But this is all where she just goes back and forward. We see one more here. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Visit us at www.partnerdancing.com. Sign up for our free newsletter.